silos. When they leave the silos for bagging, the machinery screens out any crumbs. The pet food industry has made some interesting observations about the likes and dislikes of its four-legged clientele. Apparently, cats and dogs aren't crazy about food that's too dry, too hard to chew, or too mushy. If the pieces are too small, they'll swallow them whole without chewing and not digest them properly. But if the pieces are too big, they'll gag and get turned off by the food altogether. In the packaging department, automated scales weigh the exact quantity per package. This batch is destined for 3-kilogram bags. The package sizes range from just 400 grams all the way up to 20 kilos. Shelf life is from 12 to 16 months, depending on the formula. Pet food experts say dogs and cats prefer food with a fattier content and a combined meat and cereal formula over just cereal alone. But too much meat flavouring can turn them off. Cats, as a rule, are more particular, but there's no surprise there. They favour more acidic food, while dogs tend to have a sweeter tooth. And you thought kids were fussy eaters. The earliest mirrors were curved pieces of highly polished metal. Then in the 14th century, the Venetians invented crude glass mirrors. By 1835, a German chemist developed the silver-backed mirror that we know today. A mirror starts out as clear glass. A robot arm lays each panel horizontally on a conveyor belt, which transports it to the washing station. There, sprayers blast the glass with water and cerium oxide, a powder derived from a type of earth. Rotating brushes scrub and polish both the top and bottom surfaces, removing oils and other contaminants. This washing process takes about a minute per panel. Next, sprayers rinse the glass with piping hot demineralized water. Demineralized because the minerals in plain tap water would damage the metals they apply next. The first metal is liquefied tin, which goes on to what will be the back of the mirror. It allows the second metal, silver, to adhere, because silver won't stick directly to glass. The silver is also in liquid form, mixed with a chemical activator. Within seconds of interacting with the tin, it hardens. As it does, you begin to see a reflection. It's this silver backing that transforms clear glass into a mirror. Sprayers rinse off the excess silver, which gets recycled back into the system. The factory will seal this silver backing with 2 coats of paint. Paint by itself, however, isn't enough to protect the silver in the long term, so they first spray on a layer of copper. Sprayers rinse off the excess copper. Then the panel passes through a dryer at 71 degrees Celsius. This evaporates the moisture on the surface in just 75 seconds. Now the panel passes copper side up through what's called the curtain coater, a machine that runs a continuous curtain of paint across the conveyor belt. With its fresh coat of paint, the mirror then passes through an oven heated to 99 degrees Celsius. After a minute and 45 seconds, the paint is cured. Now the second coat of paint. There's no reason for the different colour other than to differentiate the coats. The curing period this time is twice as long and at a higher temperature, 118 degrees Celsius. After an acid wash to remove any metal residues, they stand the panel upright to inspect it. If they find a fault, such as a bubble in the glass, they cut that portion out. The factory now cuts these large panels into whatever size and shape the customer has ordered, using a special mirror cutting machine that's precision guided by computer software. It scores the mirror using a strong metal wheel made out of carbide. To make round mirrors, the machine first scores the panel into squares. Then in each square it scores a circle. Using special tools, workers separate the squares, then the circles. To make bevel mirrors, they use what's called the shape bevel machine. First it carves out the edge, then polishes it to a shine using concentrated cerium oxide, a stronger version of what they used earlier to clean the glass surface before plating it with metals. Mirror factories also ship whole panels to shops that do the cutting themselves. A fragile feat that's certainly not for the superstitious.